I, Dr. Alpna Kansal, member of ISCCP, today I will tell you about the technique of conventional Pap test. But before that, we should know something about Pap test. In 1928, George Papanicolaou introduced cytology and which came into clinical practice in 1940s. And since then, there has been noticed 70% of reduction in cervical cancer in developed countries because of organized screening programs. So, what is a Pap test? It is a test which tells us about the epithelial abnormalities of the cervix, that is CIN. In this, we take exfoliated cells from the cervix and subject them to microscopic examination. It can be done by two methods, conventional Pap test or by liquid-based cytology. When should we perform a Pap test? The Pap test should be performed started from the age of 25 years till the age of 65 years every 3 years. And if anyone has not undergone Pap test till 65 years of age, she can undergo a test at 65 years and then exit the screening program. And the Pap test is also done as a follow-up method after treatment of CIN. What is the best time to take a Pap test? The Pap test is taken, the best time to take a Pap test is 2 weeks after the last menstrual periods, and we should avoid any intravaginal medications few days before the examination, and also intravaginal estrogen should be avoided. Sex should be avoided 24 to 48 hours before the Pap test. Even bimanual examination should be avoided as it can cause artifacts because of lubricants, and it should be avoided during the second half of the cycle. The procedure: first we should fill the form with name, age, menstrual status, whether she is pregnant or not, on HRT, previous history of cervical cytology, whether on treatment of CIN or carcinoma, whether she is a high risk for CIN or carcinoma, that is there a history of smoking, HIV, no previous screening or multiple sex partners. After filling the form, we need a spatula and or a cyto brush or a combi brush. Cotton tip swabs are not recommended. Pre-labeled slide and a slide box. The slides we can label by using a marker pen or a slide pen. Make the patient lie down in lithotomy position, no need of stirrups. Gently apply the bivalve speculum and fix it. A small amount of mucus doesn't affect the interpretation. Large mucus can obscure the external os and should be removed gently prior to sample collection. Don't use saline or acetic acid before taking the smear. Spatula is rotated 360 degrees anti-clockwise or clockwise direction. Endocervical brush is rotated half turn in the endocervix if required. Forceful scraping may lead to trauma and excessive bleeding and will interfere with interpretation. Young women with cervical erosion tend to bleed easily if transformation zone is not fully visible. Better to use cyto brush, but it should always follow the spatula. Brush is gently introduced into the endocervix and rotated gently half or full turn. As soon as you take the smear, spread rapidly on the pre-cleaned, pre-labeled glass slide without any delay. Slides stored for long periods must not be used as they have fungal overgrowth. Smears should be thin and uniform. If material is more, spread on multiple slides. For endocervical brush, a smear is spread by rolling action. If broom type is used, paint stroke motion across the slide. When a spatula and cyto brush is used, samples may be placed on one slide. Immediately fix the wet slides by 95% alcohol or sprays with fixative to prevent air drying, which can occur within seconds. Pre-fixation air drying can result in interpretation errors due to degenerative changes. While using aerosol fixative, distance between nozzle and spray should be 10 to 12 inches, that is 25 to 30 centimeters. Too near can cause dislodgement of cells. Cells may freeze and get damaged, causing distortion artifacts like perinuclear halo. If too far, sufficient fixation may not take place. Smears should be left on the level surface, not at an angle, and allowed to dry. Sprays not to be used beyond the expiry dates. Hairspray can be used instead of cytospray. Slides are stained using Papineau-Collard technique. Nuclei is stained dark blue, the squamous cell is stained green, and the keratinized cells is stained pink. The nuclei are irregular in coilocytes, and the PAP test is reported using the Bethesda system. Conventional PAP test has only 60% sensitivity. The errors can be because of sampling error when we are transferring the sample from the sampling device onto the slide. The errors can be because of examination or interpretation when we miss abnormal cells because they are mixed with blood, mucus or heavy exudates. The smears can be thick, thin, variable fixation can be there, and there can be loss of cells or interpretation difficulty because of the fatigue of the interpreter because of multiple slides. Though LBC has taken over conventional PAP test, but conventional test still remains a method of choice in low resource settings.